But our first focus is on Everton, who, along with Arsenal, have the longest unbroken record in the English top division. But that is under threat. Their director of football, Marcel Brands, has left the club, and they go into tonight's game without a win in 8 games. Now, Gary, I'll come to you first on this. You always felt, I think it's fair to say, that this was not a natural marriage between Rafa Benitez and Everton. So how worried should they be about the way their season is heading?
I think they should be worried because I think that this was seen potentially in this last couple of years as being the period with the new ownership, the investment that's gone in, where Everton would stop being not the laughing stock, that's going too far, but they haven't won a trophy for such a long time. It's a great football club with a brilliant spirit, but even with the money being thrown at it, even with great managers coming in, they can't rid themselves of that weak underbelly on the pitch, that lack of belief, that lack of belonging. They've not got really at this moment in time, the money that's gone in isn't delivering a serious football project. And I hate using that word, but when I look at City, Manchester City, who obviously came into Manchester 10, 15 years ago, that is a really serious football project with a massive vision. Now, the new stadium will help, but at the moment, Rafa Benitez, I was nervous of Rafa Benitez coming to Everton because of his football style, because of his belonging with Liverpool, his being with Liverpool. However, I never imagined for 1 second that he would deliver those results and the team would deliver those results under him. I thought that Rafa Benitez would actually have a really good season in spite of my concerns about him being at Everton, but it's gone sour very quickly and it's going to be moody, I think, in that stadium tonight potentially. 6
defeats in the last 7 games, also the elimination from the League Cup, which Everton fans were not happy about it at QPR. A lot of chat about injuries. Does it go deeper than that, though, Jamie?
Yes, the club's a joke right now. You mentioned before about being a laughingstock. Yes, I wouldn't go that far, because if I go back to the David Moyes era, Everton had something about them. Yes, they didn't win a trophy. It's easy to laugh at them, but there was a spirit about them. There was a fight. It was a tough place to go, Goodison Park, bringing young players through. They stood for something. It's not long afterwards that Moshiri's come in, and all of a sudden, because we couldn't break that ceiling, because we didn't have the money under David Moyes to go that step further, is what Everton fans are thinking. Moshiri comes in, and you actually look how many managers he's had in that time and how much money he's been spent. If you count interim managers, he's had 8 managers, Moshiri. He's almost on his 3rd director of football. The money spent, as we see the numbers there, are mind-boggling. And they're actually getting worse, Everton. In that time under Moshiri, they've signed 58 players. So that's what I'm talking about, this club being an absolute mess and a bit of a joke right now. Now, at this moment on the board at Everton, they've got Bill Kenwright and Denise Barrett-Baxendale, who are staunch Everton supporters and love that club. And then you've got the money guys in terms of Moshiri and Usmanov in the background. There's no way in the world Bill Kenwright and Denise Barrett-Baxendale wanted Rafa Benitez anywhere near that club. But the problem they have, even though they're not in sole control, is they're so terrified of actually going against Moshiri or maybe questioning Moshiri in any way, in board meetings or whatever that may be, because he's the guy with the money who's going to produce that stadium for them. Because without him, there probably is no stadium going forward. And that's the big problem. The decisions being made by Moshiri are really poor. He hasn't got a clue what he's doing. Hence, 8 managers on his 3rd director of football, players getting signed left, right and centre. And that comes down to Moshiri. Yes, he's got the money, but he's got no football expertise at all.